5, 6, 7, 8. Shanti to chic show.
Round tables got you down. Are you tired of the rectangle table? Are you feeling square?
We have built a lot of rectangle tables and a lot of circle tables, but today's a first for Shani the Chic.
We've never built a square dining table, but we are at our sister's house in the middle of crashing it, and she had a special request for a square table.
So that's just what we're building today, a 5-foot square pedestal dining table.
Say that 5 times fast.
Say it. Yes, yes, woo, yeah. The very first thing we're going to be doing is planking the tabletop. This is just like planking any other tabletop, right?
Just like it, but it's going to be a square instead of a rectangle, so we've got shorter boards. This is going to be 12 planks.
Woo! That's a lot of
breadboards.
Now, we're going to be using 2x6 boards that we rip down to 5 inches. Got that, Jeffrey? 5 inches. All right. And then right here you can see we've already added 1.5-inch pocket holes down each board. And then we also added 2 of those at the end of each board to attach our breadboards later. So here we go. So we're just laying them out. Does it all take a square? Nope. I could be wrong. How long are these? Oh wait, but there's no breadboard. That's fine.
That's a good moment for YouTube. Measure twice, cut once, guys.
Because that should
This should
be
be 60.
60.
Right
Good.
on the almost money.
It doesn't matter. We haven't done breadboards yet.
60-ish.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so we are going to attach all
Hold for truck. Hold for truck. All right, ready. Holding for truck.
All right, we are attaching these with 2.5-inch pocket hole screws, so let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, so we've got all 12 of the planks planked. Now we're gonna measure and cut for the breadboards. We always wait to measure and cut for the breadboards because you wanna get an exact fit.
What she said.
Breadboards are done,
All right.
so let's move this outside.
Perfect. We'll move it outside so we can get that base built. If we can lift it up.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so big. So heavy. Ready?
Short girl problem. So we have got that tabletop done, and now we're gonna start working on the base, which is like the best part of this table.
The bottom of this base is constructed with 3
Turn it this way.
boxes.
We want to show you the size.
Yeah, it's constructed with 3 boxes that are all different sizes, so they will tier up and get smaller, and we're stacking them. They're all built basically the same way. This bottom one has supports underneath it for the center.
Vanna.
This bottom one has supports underneath for the center. The other 2 won't have that, but all it is a piece of plywood with 2x4s wrapped around it, and then we put trim on that. So this is the base, and we're gonna build one of the boxes to show you how it's built. Yay! So we're gonna build the smallest of the
Look,
3.
we're doing a lot of dancing.
But and been Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. We have no time to do this.
All right.
The third and smallest box is what we're gonna build for you guys, and we're gonna start with a sheet of plywood that we have cut to size. I have also gone ahead and drilled 3/4-inch pocket holes on every side because we're gonna use those to attach the 2x4s.
Now we're wrapping the 2x4s, and these are actually 2x4s that have been ripped to 3 inches using the table saw. And we've also added pocket holes on the ends of these, but those are actually going to face the outside. So it's been cut at 45-degree angles. Ash, lay it down.
All right.
We are using 1.25-inch pocket hole screws for these. See how magnetic they are? And attaching it using the pocket hole screws.
see we've got the plywood, pocket holes are facing up, and then we're attaching these flush. The pocket holes, they're going up towards us, but we're gonna flip it up, we're gonna flip it right side up, and they'll drill into the platform that it's gonna sit on top of.
Genius!
Okay, so that's where we're gonna stop right now for building the third box, because we have to be able to access these pocket holes before we attach the trim. So
Cool.
let's bring the boxes over and attach them
Are
together.
we gonna make a wood cake?
It's gonna be like a cake.
Yeah! Who's gonna jump out of it?
I will.
Well, it's a shanty cake.
Okay, so.
Don't you wish your table was square like me?
All right, so we are centering this up, and it's gonna be a 4-inch, it's gonna be inset 4 inches all around, and you don't have to remember that because you can download our free plans. We are linking them in the description box below.
So we are attaching right here through those pocket holes that we just made on that second box. We are attaching it to the base.
It's starting to
Got
look
it?
like a birthday cake.
Okay, let me get the third piece.
It's to try 4. Right there. I'm at the quarter now, 3/4.
Me too!
Fine. Now we're doing the same thing. We've got pocket holes drilled facing down into the plywood.
This could be called the wedding cake table.
Yeah. All right, so we've got all 3 of our boxes stacked on top of each other, and now we're just going to go make it pretty with some trim that I've already kind of cut down to size, but we might need to do some shoring up.
That would be weird.
So unlike us.
So this is just basic wood casing, pine casing you can get at the hardware store. It's usually very inexpensive, and it's great because it's flat on one side because it's typically used like on a door. And so it's very easy to work with. You just cut things at a 45.
And I love it because we've done a lot of different tables and things where you can stack it different ways to make like a really ornate trim if you want. I think Whitney did that on her pedestal dining table, and I did it on a pedestal coffee table and a round table.
All right, so we are going to be attaching everything with brad nails. This side's ready to go, so I've added a line of wood glue, or several lines of wood glue down that, and I'm lining my 45 up on each corner, and I will attach it using 1 1/4 inch brad nails that I have to go find. So one moment.
Table.
If it had been a snake,
It'd bit you.
it'd have bit me. Boom. And the cool thing is about this too, we're actually going to be painting this table base. Well, the owner of the table will be painting the table base. So we're gonna be able to go caulk and sand, and all this is gonna look like one giant pedestal. Too short. Gotta go find a pencil, kids.
Got the pencil for her. She's so impatient. The best part of working at Leisha and Jeffrey's house is that all of their tools are rusted and they don't have all the tools that we need. It's so fun. It gives us a chance to really be innovative.
It enhances the almost enough Ashley.
All right, we have all 3 of our box bases trimmed, and now we're going to build a trunk piece right here and wrap that in trim, and then we're almost done.
Yeah.
Let's build the trunk. And the way that we've done this is I ran plywood through my table saw at a 45-degree angle. If you don't have a table saw to do that, you can use your miter saw. And I drilled 3/4 inch pocket holes on one end so that we can stick them into this base. But the first thing we're gonna do is use wood glue and nails and build a box. All right, make sure the pocket holes are on the downside. So we're using 1 1/4 inch brad nails and attaching these at the corner, and then we're going to pocket hole it into the base and into the planks. I put glue on that.
Thank you
Sorry.
for handing it to me that way.
It's like handing you a scalpel with the scalpel
Skin on
facing
it.
you with the skin on it.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
All right, here.
Lining it up, and we're going to attach this with 1 1/2 inch pocket hole screws and that wood glue.
right, so we've got one piece of trim that we wrapped, and then we did 2x5 to beef it out a little bit. And I'm thinking that we will stack 2 pieces of trim like that to cover up the 2x5s, and then do a little bit more trim on the way up.
So I am lining this up in the center of one of our tops right here. And these are going to be the supports that hold our tabletop up.
All right, guys, we've got everything assembled on the base. We're not attaching the top until we get
Helicopter table. Sorry.
Yeah. We're not going to attach the top until we get it in the house and get it stained and put a finish on it, but it's done.
It's so pretty.
And it's beautiful.
It's going to be even prettier painted. So pretty.
You're so beast.
You so are too. So all we have to do now is get a stain on the top and get the bottom painted. We're going to leave that job to our sister because we still have more jobs to do. So